Hello everyone, it's Elizabeth Barrett here, Elizabeth Barrett Kinesiology. So I'm offering free weekly training. This is part of the I Am journey. So the I Am journey is for those of us who are tired of conforming to suit society's expectations, for those of us who have moderated themselves in some way in order to fit in, who have behaved or taken on an identity in a way that makes other people more comfortable when they're around us, in a way that maybe pleased our teacher or our parents. So I'm very called to offer this I Am journey because it's something I've been through myself, completely constructed an identity that made my parents comfortable, that made me a good girl at school so that I got praise from the teacher. Or the thing is, it didn't really work. People were still uncomfortable. You still got in trouble at school. Like it's kind of a false belief. It doesn't work. It's false that we think, oh, if we can just, not be like that, push that part of us aside, if we can just do this and be like that, then everything will be great. And it doesn't work like that, because we end up pushing away so much of our truth, the truth of who we are, our true soul nature, that it becomes like being in a shell of ourselves, I suppose. It can feel like living a mediocre life, feeling numb, really disconnected from your purpose, all of those things. So in today's training, we're going to have a look at some of this. So it's really good if you can have a pen and paper or just type into your phone some notes. And if you're here with me live, then give me a thumbs up. If you're watching the replay, #replay in the comments. So let's get into today's training. The first part of this is what we're going to call our identity. So the identity is who we've become, okay? We identify with ourselves in a certain way. So if you can just jot down just 3 words to describe yourself. So it might be something someone said to you, about you. It might be the way you see yourself in the world right now. So I've been told that I'm mentally very strong, so you could translate that as, you could use the word stubborn perhaps, right? So there's no negative or positive on these words. There's no judgment on these descriptions, right? So if somebody has said to you that you're stubborn, that can be, oh, you're so stubborn, you never give up, right? It can be more positive, or it's like, oh my God, you're so stubborn, you just never listen, or you just never agree with me, right? So it can mean either way. We're not putting a judgment on these. We just want 3 words. So for mine, it might be I'm mentally very strong. I've been told that I'm, what else? Very serious. I'm going to put, so mentally strong. Number 2, serious. Number 3 might be, oh, what did someone call me once? Like earthy, whatever that means. Yeah. So when you've got your words, you feel free to type them in the comments. So this is describing the identity. So if you're watching the replay and you need more time, you can pause. If you're with me now, then we're going to keep going. So the next part of this is when we work in energy, if we want to label something, so we can imagine a circle of energy. Sometimes you could imagine like a hula hoop on the ground, or it can be a sphere of energy. So just when we put a circle of energy, anything we call that circle then contains the energy of that thing. So if you imagine in front of you a circle of energy, and we're going to call it your true nature. So this now holds the energy of your true nature. So when you're ready, I'm going to get you to imagine stepping into the true nature circle, and what we want is 3 words to describe how it feels in this energy of your true nature. Don't go telling me you can't feel. You know what it feels like to be happy. You know what it feels like to be sad, so you can feel. This is about getting out of your head, about no more overthinking. You are going to step in and feel the energy of this circle of your true nature, and you might get a word that you hear, a word that you see, a word that you know. This is your intuition, okay? So stepping into that now and getting your 3 words. So I'll do mine, stepping into the energy of our true nature. Okay, so just write them down. You can share them in the comments. I'm getting some words I haven't had before. Okay. Okay, so we have got some words coming in. So Lisa's got her identity. I'm thinking these are your identity. Overcommitted, stretched out, and tired. Is that your identity, or is that just the energy of the current reality? But when you step into your true nature, who you truly are, you're actually light, free, and fun. Roxanne is calming, giving, and strong. Beautiful. So I'll share mine. When I step into the energy of my true nature, she's peaceful, she's wise. I haven't had that one come through before. And she's happy. This is the truth. This is the truth of who you are. Before you started constructing an identity to fit in or to conform or to please others, these qualities that you have stepped into and felt, it's actually who you truly are. The ones of the identity are just like either masks that you wear or a cloak that you've put on in order to protect yourself in some way. Okay? And why it's important to really understand this concept is that to live a fulfilled life, a life on purpose, a life on your path, we need to be able to start dropping away what doesn't belong, what doesn't serve us anymore. Those parts that aren't who we are. It's that unbecoming of everything that we're not, so that that truth can rise up and shine. Because when we're living in our true nature, we can manifest our desires, we can easily follow our path, our intuition can kick in, and we can know what next step to take. All of that becomes much more grace and ease. So the third part of this is the question I would pose is, why have you hidden these qualities from your true nature energy circle? Why would you have hidden those? So why would I have hidden happy Elizabeth? Why would I hide my wisdom, that I have this wisdom? So just pick one and just feel into what wounding, emotional wounding or trauma would have caused you to hide that aspect of yourself. So if I'm too happy, then maybe it made me a target. So being a happy person, and it's feeling really true as I say this, triggered others so they want to bring you down or bully you, or so it becomes unsafe to be in our true nature in some way. So the wounding is that, or the belief, if I'm happy, or whatever the word is, the quality is from your true nature, if I'm that quality, then what happens to you? I become a target, I'm going to put. So we're just going to do one here and now, but you can do the other qualities after this. So the belief then becomes, if I'm happy, or if I show that I'm a happy person, then I become a target. So that's part 3. So we want to know, why are we hiding, suppressing, ignoring, denying those aspects of our true nature? What's underlying that? What is the belief? So if you can think, being on the playground, that was probably a safety mechanism to protect ourselves. Is that relevant today as an adult though? So we want to start bringing this up to the light, these beliefs, and actually look at them through the lens of adulthood, and whether that's still a valid belief to choose to continue with, because we can choose our beliefs. So if I'm happy, then I become a target. Is that true? How true is that as an adult? Well, it could be true. It could be true, but what could be even more true? So Roxanne, her strength, getting pulled down. So there's a belief that if I'm strong, I get pulled down. And there's a few beliefs in there. And the belief that you don't deserve to feel in control and confident. Yeah. Yep. So what would have created or caused you to create these beliefs? Oh, I've got a cat climbing up my leg. Hi, Missy, you've been sound asleep. So bringing it up to the light, this old trauma and wounding. So you could feel into whether that's something that happened in your childhood, or is this something you're carrying from a past life, or is this ancestral stories being recycled? So there's some questions to ask. So for my happy one, there's also coming through ancestral beliefs about happiness. So that's childhood and ancestral, that one for me. All right, so we've got our belief. And if not, then if you're watching the replay, just pause and have a little exploratory. You can just journal if it helps you to get it out. And just find some of these beliefs. We want to get them into the light. So do we still believe this to be true as an adult? If I'm happy, then I become a target. No, I don't believe it to be true. I'm just going to let the cat out because she's been asleep for a long time. Go and find the toilet, sweetheart. Go find the toilet. Come on, you're okay. We don't want accidents. So what could be more true in my present life is that if I'm happy, I spread joy. So I want you to, as number 4, to write down what could be more true for you. So if I'm the quality that was in the true nature, then, so we're going to choose the belief that we want to go forward with. Then I spread joy. Oh, that just even reading that is changes the energy. So to recap, we've got some descriptive words about our identity. We've gone into the energy of our true nature and pulled out some qualities. We've taken one of those qualities and delved into the belief around that we're holding as to why we've suppressed it or hidden it or forgotten it. So what the underlying belief is that we caused us to need to hide that aspect of ourselves. And this part 4, we are choosing a new belief. Choosing a new belief. If I'm happy, then I spread joy. Versus the old belief, if I'm happy, then I become a target. So maybe I'm still a target, but in a good way. People are drawn to that. It's magnetic. All right. So the new belief. So choosing the new belief. So how do we then, we want this to land. We want to be able to express our true nature, feeling safe. And we do this through shifting our beliefs, choosing new beliefs, highlighting the old belief, bringing it to the light so it can evaporate. So I'm choosing the new belief. For me, it's if I'm happy, then I spread joy. So what I want to bring in is that feeling. So we want to, it's like exercising a muscle at the gym. We want to bring in those feelings. So we've got light, free and fun were 3 of the aspects of Lisa's true nature. So for her, this is about spending some time every day just remembering how that feels and feeling it in your physical body. It's not a full meditation. You only need to do it for a few minutes. So just bringing that energy in and having it within you and choosing the belief that goes with that feeling. So for me, it's about remembering how it feels when I step into that. And you can step into the energy of it if you like to do it that way, of your true nature. It's so peaceful here and there's so much happiness. And just remembering if I'm happy, then I spread joy. So we're practicing feeling what it feels like to be in the energy and choosing the new belief. Okay. That feels complete. If there's any questions, please post them in the comments and I can come back and answer them. If these aspects of your true nature have been suppressed due to big trauma, then this might be something you need support with. So don't feel alone. Just jump on a free call and we can talk about that. For those traumatic ones, it's about bringing in that feeling of safe. So stepping into the energy, you can build an energy circle of safety. Label it safety and step into it and feel what it feels like to feel safe because you're an adult now and you are safe. Past life stuff can often trigger these survival things in us so we don't feel safe. By understanding that it was a past life can really help us to understand that it's not really relevant today. It's just being triggered by some things. Okay. I think we're done. Yep. Feels complete. All right, my loves. Let me know how you go. I'll be back next week with another free training on our I Am journey. So if you've got any questions, any comments, anything you'd like me to cover, please send me a message. Much love and many bright blessings, and I'll speak to you again really soon.